Yo, YouTube said I was gonna be more consistent on here this quarter. I recorded a video like 3 days ago. I think I uploaded my last video like 3 days ago. So, um, just want to get on here. I was going through some of my videos on this channel, and it kind of just motivated me to get back on here and just talk about what I got going on with the business and everything like that, and just life and everything like that in general. Mainly what I want to talk about in this video is quarter 2, like my goals going into quarter 2 and like how I plan on achieving those, and then just in general like where my head is at right now. So I think in the last video I discussed how I had cut that previous product that got me to whatever it was, like 700 or 600 something in a day on like day 2. Something I forgot to do though was really to do a proper learning on that whole product test and everything like that, and what went well, what went wrong. And um what I think went well was that like I got validation for the product early off of the videos, which full transparency were rips, right? And then I was really struggling to turn those into customs after. And and for whatever reason, those videos just really started to stop performing. But what I think was the most important thing to learn there, though, was not a matter of um I don't think it was a matter of like the product being the issue. I think the problem I was running into with that whole test, everything that I had going on then, was that I was just not doing proper feedback loops on the current winning video ads and properly converting those into natives, or using that and turning those into statics. I kind of was drifting away from what was already working, because what was already working was going after this one specific avatar. Like the video was a 2 or 3 minute long VSL, like my top winning ads or whatever it was, 2 to 3 minute long AI like VSL ad that was very specifically targeting a specific demographic with a specific problem. But in my ads, I failed to target those. Like I kind of tried going after similar, whatever it was, but like I should have just doubled down on that avatar, focused on that avatar, making better ads for that avatar. I should get like an avatar count. I'm saying that word a lot, but that's something I messed up with. And two, I think that even though I got validation for the product, I should have been more aware of the demographic though that I was targeting, because I noticed that like when I switched the demographic I was targeting for this product, my AOV was significantly higher. And I'm not trying to say that on the like offensive shit, but I just noticed, and I've heard other people talking about this, how when you're targeting certain demographics, especially if you're running MRR or anything like that, that you know, just running into a lot more issues when it comes to lower AOV and you know, like MRR payments, like them, whatever it is, like not canceling payments or all type of stuff like that. It's definitely something I learned, because literally, like I can't make this up. Like literally, very similar ads, just targeting different demographics, and my AOV went from like $40 to like 70. So that could just be cope though. That could just be whatever I was going through. But the first like 50 orders or whatever it was with that product, my AOV was consistently in that like $40 to $50 range. Where I've noticed with similar products targeting different demographics, or even with this product targeting the same or a different demographic, whatever it was, my AOV is usually a little bit higher. Usually more people are going for the second option. With this one, I noticed a majority of people were going for the first option with the subscription discount, which, I mean, I don't mind. It stacked up a good amount of MRR, almost like 2,000 MRR in like the first, whatever it was, couple of days. But definitely got to keep that in mind. And then also just being more intentional, like when you're, like ripping whatever it is. Because I think at the stage I'm at right now, the product I'm testing is no rips or whatever it is. And I'm going to give it a chance, see how it goes. But I do think that like at this current stage, this current level that I'm at, that like getting that validation with ripping whatever it is, whether it be like just a couple $100 a day or $1,000 a day, somewhat profitably or at break even, gives you a lot more room for error when you're in trial and error when you're testing, right? Because with this run right now, or just previous products that I've tested where I wasn't ripping at all, I would have like, if the things that like I lost so much money because I'll stick to a product and I'll go into like 300, 500, $1,000 negative, and then, you know what I'm saying, with barely anything in return, right? versus with like when you're ripping, whatever it is, after the first 1, 2, 3 days, you know whether you're gonna keep running that product or not, right? And then now that you've already made some money, hopefully profitably, then you can afford to, have ads that aren't like, like even if I make a bad ad, since the other ones are there in the campaign, like supporting you or whatever it is, you'll know whether your ads are bad because one, they won't get any spend unless you put it into a different campaign, I guess. And two, it's just like the you know, like your other ads will still be bringing you in purchases, so at least like you're not losing a crazy amount of money, right? Um, so I think like I said, I'm gonna see how this product test goes. Maybe, I'm not sure, and then kind of go back and switch over to that. And then once you have that validation, whatever it is ripping, probably I would have just all those videos in one campaign where they're just spending whatever it is and keep it at whatever it is where it's profitable, and then have like a separate campaign, or maybe put them into the same campaign. It doesn't really matter. Where I'm just strictly focusing on testing natives for it, but just doing it with a lot more intent. Like I've said in previous videos, like I kind of was just spam testing. I was just testing a lot of quantity, but not prioritizing quality enough. Meaning like I think like I said, I've said this in a video before where I would test like literally countless angles, but I would never like try and make one angle work even if I got a little bit of traction. I would assume that this angle got a little bit of traction, but it's not a pumping out complete winner, then it's just not a winner. And I'll just try and move on and find a new angle, or maybe try and make a variation of that angle by like switching the perspective, blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, those are the main things I think, is getting that initial validation early, so I'm just not burning money. Two, being what's it called? Feedback loops. Three, being aware of who I'm selling to. Because even with natives, like natives can work for multiple demographics for sure, like age wise, but it's still probably gonna be safer if you're targeting people who are like 40 plus, but or at least I would say like 30 plus minimum, but ideally like 40 plus. And then obviously what I was saying about demographics earlier when it comes to AOV and all this stuff like that. And then feedback loops, being very highly intentional with everything I do. And yeah, that's like the main things I want to do. And then moving forward, going into Q2, I really want Q2 to be like my, breakout, whatever it is. Like I'm hitting my first, 1K days, whatever it is, and scaling past that. Because I feel like the past however many months I've been learning a lot. And then now that I feel like I kind of have the proper system or vehicle in mind, right? Where it's like I said, ripping for validation, and then doing proper feedback loops with my native ads, because that like native ads is where I have the most experience with. So if I do that, if I do those three things, I think within Q2 I can definitely hit those goals of at least the first 1K day and scaling past that. Maybe even hit that 100K month, who knows? But I just completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, like moving forward, now that I feel like I have that right vehicle where I know what getting validation, knowing what type of ads to make, and then knowing how to do feedback loops on them, then I think that will definitely like just cut a lot of the extra time out where like I'm just testing this stuff by myself, whatever it is, and not having any clarity on what I need to be doing, analysis process, yada, yada, yada. I feel like I have a very clear, straight path now of what I need to do. And hopefully, I'm gonna try and upload a video at least like 2 to 3 times a week. I'm not gonna say every day, but like if I can do 3 times a week, that's solid. And then yeah, but I wanted to record this because I was watching my videos, feeling whatever it is, this like motivation, whatever it is with this Q2 and everything. And like, I don't know, recently this past like a week, bro, I've low-key been chudmaxxing, bro. Like a lot of bullshit has been going on just like more outside of the business. And that's really kind of just been throwing me off like mentally, just like my focus and everything like that. But I'm locked back in. Like I said, I'm gonna try and upload 3 times a week, and then I'm gonna be updating y'all along the journey of whatever it is I'm testing, whatever it is I'm learning. And we'll see what happens. I'm a, you know what I'm saying, keep y'all in the loop. If you want to be even more in the loop though, because these YouTube videos, it takes me a little bit of time to think about and record whatever it is. My Twitter's in the bio, Instagram's in the bio, Discord, free Discord's in the bio. So make sure y'all go join that, follow those, whatever it is. My Instagram's deactivated right now, but I'm gonna reactivate it very soon. That's more so if you want to hit me up personally. Twitter, I'll be posting like little updates, especially when I hit like wins and stuff like that. And then just overall in the Discord, like conversations with other people, networking, everything like that. I think we're at almost 300 members in there. So make sure y'all get us to 300 members. With that being said, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. You know, God bless you and whatever it is that you're pursuing. And you know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in the next one.